It's night time. No, it's in the evening. We're just doing a late night pack. Usually I do this in the morning, but I want to make sure everything gets to the postal service, post office in the morning after I drop my daughter off at school. So 8 a.m. Gotta have the stuff at the post office, get it out the door. So we sold 19 things since yesterday morning. So we're gonna be packing up 19 things again, as always. Really good things. And again, as always, I always want to bring you guys new items to you, what I'm paying, what they're selling for, and maybe some mistakes by myself. Like the first thing we're going to pack up is something I wouldn't pick up again. But yeah, if you ever have any questions, let me know. I'm here to help. That's what I do. And if you're new to the channel, I've been reselling clothing since 2016. So however many years that is, you do the math. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get right to it. First item sold for $22.50. I think I took a best offer for this one. I'm not for sure, but it's got Pew Pew in the name. It's called the Ward Pew Pew, Knightsbridge, London. I'm not even going to show it to you because it's not really worth the time. I wouldn't pick it up again. It had a YKK zipper, which shows quality. So you see a jacket with a YKK zipper. Usually it's a good zipper. So manufactured zipper, they really good brands buy that zipper and put it on their clothing. It's got this corduroy collar and this leather. It's a women's just a Pew Pew vest. Was not a good pickup, I would say. $5.99 into $22.50, and it took a while to sell. Probably took like 6 months to sell. So we're gonna roll that up and put it in a big poly mailer like this and ship it out. Get it out of here. So happy with the sale though, because something I tried, didn't pick up. It sells better in men's, I suppose, and that's it. What's up, Gladys? Good evening. Am I loud? Am I too loud? I'm always loud. I'm just loud. I'm a loud mouth. But yeah, that one's not a bolo. Not a bolo. I don't even remember the name. It's going out the door, but it's $22.50, which is 4 shirts or 4 pairs of pants I can buy, which is good. That is going out to Michael. It is. So it's going out in this. So I want to make sure it goes in the right thing. So hey, Stacy, how are everyone's sales going right now? And happy holidays. I don't know how often I'll be on between now and whenever, but happy holidays, and I hope you have good sales. I keep saying this. January is a good month too. So if you're a reseller and you haven't sold before in the month of January has typically been a good month for me, pre-pandemic, post-pandemic. So just letting you know, January is usually a good month for me. Whatever reason, I don't know. People want to say gift cards or they have money or tax returns, whatever. I don't know. It's a decent month. So just letting you know, January can be a slow month for some stores, but on eBay, it's never been bad for me. Let's see. Carl Kanye Vintage. Carl Kanye Vintage. I don't know Carl Kanye Vintage. Do I know that? Did I ever sell that? I'm not sure. Hello from Cali. Picked up a Y2K zipper piece today. Yes, or YKK zipper piece today. Yeah. So YKK is a clear sign that it's a good brand. Let's see if this is a YKK zipper. So these are Mavi jeans. They sell them at Nordstrom's. They sold. I'm just picking them up. Yeah, they have a YKK zipper. So you might not be able to see it, but the zipper will have a YKK on it. It doesn't always mean it's a good brand, but like if you were to go make your own clothing and you had to get down to the zipper part and you're like, what company do we want to use for our zippers? YKK are going to be the most expensive and most durable. I know that's stupid, but it's a detail you can look for. If you haven't heard of a piece of clothing in a store, you can just look at the zipper and be like, oh, if it has not a YKK on it, it might not be worth much. Really, really weird oddity, right? Monday, my birthday. I'm Christmas baby. Gladys, you're a Christmas baby. Happy birthday on the 25th. You and baby Jesus. No, yeah, happy birthday. My mother-in-law is a Christmas Eve baby, so she always feels like she gets robbed of her birthday, but we always make it special for her. So yeah, happy birthday to you. What's up, Bobby? January for fitness and organization items. Yes. Riser, yes. Fitness, boy, I need to get back into it. How are you, by the way, Riser? Riser, I have your jacket and you're not paying me. I'm sending it to you. I need to go over these? If you've been in my lives or watched these, I just keep selling. These are part of that huge buy I bought of all these Polo Ralph Lauren. Paid $7.50 for them, and they sell for $29.99. I sold 3 the past day, and I sold a whole bunch over the weekend. So these are those sales that just keep on coming in, and I'll keep on bringing them. Keep on bringing them. $29.99, and it's going to, got to make sure it's going to the right person as always. I do. But yeah. What was I thinking about? I was thinking about something I always think. So say it was a thrifting day for me, and whenever I'm on the road, I think about different things, different, I don't want to say New Year's resolutions, but ways to get better at my business. So as you guys know, started off doing like the Polo Ralph Lauren, and then also moved to the women's stuff like on Whatnot, just ways to pick up stuff cheap and sell them cheap and make a little bit of money and whatever. And what I've really been thinking about is listing consistently 15 items a day. And I'm not going to start in the new year. I'm starting this week. So we started yesterday. I got to hold myself to it. 15 items a day. And I'm even going to do a draft paint just to keep myself in. So usually I'm not like a big component of a draft bank, because it's like, if you have it ready to list, why not just go ahead and list it? That buyer could be on tonight. But in my mind right now, I want to have consistency. So 15 or more items a day listed. So that's kind of my goal. And then just like I always say, working out, exercising, same thing with eBay. The more you list, the more you'll see selling. The more you exercise and eat right, the more weight you'll lose. So, or muscle you'll gain. These are Mavi matte jeans. I bought these brand new for $7.99. Sold them for $32.54, which was an auto posture sale. What's up, Kayla? Kayla, it's 9:17. 9:17. Kayla, I know you guys, I love watching your Whatnots, but I bet a little bit you're like, I get a week just to not be up super late. I get it. So speaking of, these are your husband's favorite jeans to sell. Mavi, he's probably going to be real mad at me. I sold them for $32.54. Auto posture sale. But hey, I paid $7.99. Going to David. Again, I send all my jeans out in these padded flat rate envelopes. It's just too easy. It gives it a little padding. It's just really nice. Nice deal. Nice deal they have here. All right. Let's see. I'm missing some stuff. I know. You know I'm right. But I will miss you guys on Whatnots. It's like a tradition. Friday nights and Saturday nights, you go to K-Ways, Whatnot, and you chill, relax, bid on some things, and laugh. Mailed out 10 packages today. Bobby, that's awesome. Good job. Felix, what are you doing? That's Felix's favorite thing. What are you doing? I also thought today, so we'll do this next thing. I made a video about it. I got these Dada, like velour. They're really hard to see right here, but just random, but they were just screaming Y2K. This is something like 1999 Diddy or me with the Tommy Hilfiger puffer coat I would have wore. I don't know, but I picked them up. There weren't many comps. I sold them for $25. Whatever. It's like to test new things. But what I did think about today was I already forgot. Oh, comparing yourself to others. So comparing yourself to others all the time, people are like, I wish I've had that many sales. I wish I had that many sales, whatever. To me, I always say my goal is 1 to 2% of my store selling a day. So if I have 1,300 items, I want to sell 13 items a day, up to 26 items a day. So somewhere in between there. That's my goal. So Bobby, if you packed up 10 orders today and you have 1,000 items in your store, which I bet you probably have less, that's a huge win in my book. So to me, it's all about percentages. Again, you don't want to weigh yourself every day, but sometimes I like to do days. If I'm having bad days, then I'll go back up and look at my week. I'll back up and look at my month. But yeah, this is going to Mark, and just making sure it's going out the right way. Yep. But don't compare yourself to other people. I got 5 more tomorrow. See, look at that coming in. Are you going to do Whatnot every Sunday? No, Felix, absolutely not. In fact, though, the request was to get larger women's stuff. And the Thrift Gods today came to me and said, Brad, we're going to put this size 10, brand new with tags, Lululemon pair of pants right in front of you. I said, I'll take those. Then they said, we're going to put this Lululemon jacket, size 10 right in front of you. I'll take that. Athleta wool sweater right in front of me. I'll take that. Size large. Size 3XL Teddy, North Face, 3XL pink. I'll take that. Thank you. Thank you to all the Thrift Gods out there. They were listening to this weekend. Is January a good month on eBay? Yes, Deborah. I would say January is a good month on eBay for me. Again, I think it all depends on what you're listing and how often you're listing, but as long as you stay consistent, I think you will be just fine. January has always been a good month for me, or a good month for me. Sorry, I'm reading Shelby. My wife's in here talking to Felix saying, no, he's not doing Whatnot every Sunday. Banana Republic. I picked this up because it's like a safari shirt, right? You have your thingamajiggers here, which I'll never remember the word. I'm just going to on purpose never remember that word, Riser. I know you're in here. And but it's got those. It's got the safari pockets up front, and it's corduroy. So not a brand I usually pick up, Banana Republic. I barely ever pick this up, but this was in the details. So this is one of those pieces in the details. Unique corduroy, the safari pockets, the doodads up at the top. It sold for $22.88. So fine with that sale. It's going out in a padded flat rate envelope too. So they're all in for like $32, $34. Yes, a lot less than that. Yeah, see, that's good. But my goal is to get up to 200. So you sold 10 things and you don't even have 200 items in your store. That's really good. That's really good. That's like a 10%. Keep doing what you're doing. Whatever you're doing it right. So people always like, I want to get a bigger store, bigger. I get it. If I could have a 500 item store and sell 15 bigger things a day, $25, $50 item things a day, and list 15, $25, $50 item things a day, I'd be happy with that. I don't need to have some 2,000 item store, 1,300 item store like I have now. It just, yeah, every business model is different too. So volume, I do a lot of volume game. So my volume game is why I have a lot of things. There are people who sell just electronics, and they only need to sell 3 things a day to make their cheddar. So another one of these Polo Ralph Lauren's, $7.99. Again, I paid for those. I'll just let the tags on all those. Now I'm getting it off. Working on it. Best brands for plus size. Torrid, Lane Bryant. I know those brands are specifically plus, but I would say all the good brands that I'm showing you, like Polo Ralph Lauren, anything like that, in big size are better. So any of the well-known brands, bigger or better. The brands that are just made big, like Torrid, I'm sure sells great, but Lane Bryant, Avenue, some of those. There's a thrift store near me that gets a ton of new tags. It's a tax write-off for them. Tons of new tags, Lane Bryant. And it just hurts me so bad because I see the MSRP on those. I'm like, oh, I can resell these. They're only $5. And the comps are not there. I have to pass them up. I'm talking like hundreds of pair of pants and jackets and shirts and sweatshirts and everything. $29.99 again on this. But yeah, it's just, I would say the really good brands, Untuckit, Peter Millar, all those, Polo Ralph Lauren, and bigger sizes. That's what you're looking for. For bigger, the better. Here's another one, repeat buyer. So here's number 3. This one actually has the tag, but this one sold 28 or $27.89. So this was an Autopasher sale. So that repeat buyer must have been looking at my stuff. And Autopasher said, how about we give you a little 7% discount? I bet that's 7% off. I bet you that's 7% off. But yeah, again, super easy. Takes a second to ship these things. Don't you love I'm such a good roller and folder and shipper, all the above. But yeah, Bobby, that's good. Keep doing what you're doing. I say this all the time. I watch people a lot more than what people probably think. I look on like my surf's little group and I watch what people put on there. And then I'll watch like K-Way's lives and I'll see what people are saying and how much they're listing and how much they're selling. It just blows my mind how much better people are at this than I was when I first started. Like leaps and bounds ahead of where I was when I first started. Smartwool, size small. So I still have some women, probably like 50 women's items still listed in my eBay store. This was one of them. Smartwool, size small, just a zip. Again, Smartwool is that brand that is a Bolo. So definitely a Bolo brand. Again, always the new eyes. Sorry if I repeat myself, but definitely a Bolo brand. Jennifer Epilad. I'm just going to say the thingamajiggers. Like I hear it every day in someone's live what they're called or something. They're thingamajiggers. I know. It's crazy. Be like, no, dude, come on. Just say what they did. I can't. All right. So this is going out. Kia, that sold for $32.44. That was an auto flasher sale. So usually I list those a little bit higher, but the condition was probably like an 8 out of 10. So it wasn't the best, but it wasn't pilly or any too pilly. Just wasn't like primo. You know how wool gets if people wear it quite a bit. But when wool's new, so nice. Here you go. Here's the good sale. So yeah, I'm sorry, Jennifer. I know. Polo Ralph Lauren or Double RL. And these, I swear to you, they've never been worn. When I bought all these pants, the guy's like, I haven't worn half of these, and all the rest of them I've probably worn just a couple times. He said there's only 2 of them I really wore, and I know the ones he wore because you could see his wallet in it. The 2 that he wore, these are like brand new. So $125 is what I sold these for. Again, I bought, I think, 16 or 17 total of these Double RL. These are harder to see because they are black, but black selvage denim jeans. Again, I think I had 35 into each. And this one sold for $125. So I'm craving another one of those sales again. This one's going to Cali in a padded flat rate envelope. So gonna go there nice, neat. And since it's gonna go to Cali, I'm gonna put a thank you note. I need to get rid of these thank you stickers. I got them a long time ago with my coupon on eBay, and I just have never used them. So there you go. Thank you from me. I made those special. Just kidding. And of course, I want to make sure that goes to the right person. It is. All right. So yeah, that was like $100 profit on those. Those jeans have already paid for themselves. I still have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, I think, left. Next item. I listed this yesterday. I despise taking pictures and listing blazers and suits. But when you list them and they sell the next day for good money, it just hits so hard. It's so good. So I sold this. It's almost like a tweed Polo Ralph Lauren. It's got 3 buttons, which isn't desirable, but it's just a tweed Polo Ralph Lauren. Nothing special. And it sold, I took a best offer of 60. I think I listed it for like $79.99 or $74.99. And I took a best, they offered me 60, done. I've been taking so many offers, reasonable offers lately. I said this the other day. I've been taking reasonable offers. So sold it for 60. I'll show you the picture. Always show you guys. It's been a while since I showed you a picture of blazers or jackets or suits. How I take. So this is the thumbnail picture. This is the first picture they see when they come to when they see it. So they'll see the exact pattern with that top little picture. It's hard to see on here. It's blurry. And then they'll see it's polo. And then I do like, if it's like a made in Italy or something, I'll add that in there too. But that's the picture they see. So that's what I cut it up into. I'm actually going to put this in a bag and then put it in a shoebox. So we're going to put this. I actually went to Costco and bought more of these. So these are just from Costco. They're small trash waste basket bags. So hi, Ever. How are the sales today? There's my cutie. What's up, Grammy? Thanks for calling me cute. You're making me blush. Making me blush. I call my daughter a little cutie. Little cutie. All right, so $60 for that. I paid $7.99 for those. And today I bought, whenever I buy them, I'm like, but I bought a suit. It was a Brooks Brothers Fitzgerald 2-button flat front pant suit. So those sell much better than a 3-button with the pleated pants. And there's no stripes. It's a solid color. It's a Fitzgerald Brooks Brothers. Spent $9.99. Probably sell for around $80. And it's a unique size. I know people say bigger the better, and that's true with suits. But I've also come to find out that smaller and bigger sell well with suits. So this one's a 39 regular, and that will sell quick. Those always usually sell quick. What takes longer for me are the 30 or like the 44s, the 42s, because there's just a million of them out there. But there's not a ton of small. There's not a ton of really big. I've come to find out. All right, Keenan getting this. All right. We're going to put that there. Next one. Any size. Is it short? Nothing for 4 days ever. You got have you been listing? What'd you list today? How many did you list today? I want to know. Put you on the spot. Yeah, any size. It's short. Yeah, any size works. This is a Polo Sport. So if you're new into reselling, Polo Sport with that hit right there, this would have been a $75 jacket back in 2017. This stuff was super duper hot. And especially if it had multiple hits all over it, this and Tommy Hilfiger, it just one of those things that went up and went down. Still sells, took best offer $40. So still sells, has a pocket on the sleeve for whatever that's for. But yeah, goes up, goes down. That's the name of the game. This is going out at Tyvek. I don't list for 2 weeks. Just started yesterday. I was sick. Oh, I didn't list for 2 weeks. I just started yesterday. There you go. Okay. So you were sick. Apologize for that. And you didn't list for 2 weeks. So there's a lag effect. There's always a lag effect. So give yourself a break on that. No frown face. You're back on it now. You're back on the house, of course. There's always a lag effect with eBay and stuff. Like you'll list a ton and you'll start getting sales the next week or two. So you're good. You're good. January is a good month. Just remember that. This is going to Exodus. What? What a cool, I don't know if that's the name or if that's like their company, but it's going to Exodus. That's pretty cool. All right, next item. This item, the person didn't pay right away. No problem. After like 2 or 3 days, they paid. I kept sending like reminder every day, and they paid. So no big deal. If they didn't pay, I'll just relist it. But this is like a Chelsea, not a jersey, but just a polo. So Chelsea soccer, anything that's like a soccer jersey or Adidas, especially that's more like early 2000s, sell well. So this sold right here for $22.50. Not a giant sale, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's see. Is January good month for retail buying? Is January a good month for retail buying to resale? Grammy, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how to answer that question because retail arbitrage, buying retail stores and selling online has not been good since pre-pandemic until this past fall. Like this past fall was the best I've seen retail arbitrage for 3 or 4 years. So I don't know. My guess, the day after Christmas, I'm going to hit some places up. My guess is yes, it's going to be good. But definitely, I think the best times are the season changes. So when it goes from summer, like summer, spring to fall, winter, and fall, winter to spring, summer, and get those items on super duper clearance because they're making room for the new. They're making room for the new. They're not quite ready to make room for like the spring and summer yet. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll be there with you. I'll be there with you because I'm going to do the same thing. Appreciate all you guys being in here, by the way. I give them a few days to pay. Yeah, I give them 4, so they have 4 days. If they don't pay, I have the choice to cancel and relist. I think they probably get a ding on their account, as they should. And that's that. I think I need to cross list on eBay. I'm only on Poshmark. Last 2 weeks, I've sold 5 to 10 orders each week. Now none. Mary, I've actually, it's been weird because Ethan had a podcast and they were talking about their Poshmark sales have just been in the dump. And then when I asked people how their Poshmark sales were, it was very mixed, 50-50, like really bad, good, bad, good, bad, good. So I'm not sure, but I definitely think you need to cross list. You need to list on eBay for sure. I think eBay is definitely king. Everyone would say that. Poshmark's still good too. Obviously, you've been selling on there forever. I'm not buying it. Like, I know Poshmark's good. I don't cross list. But I think you should look into it. If you're needing more sales and you have time on your hands, I would look into cross listing. So just be aware. Do you allow offers on most of your listings or just Autoposh do offers? Thanks for the answer. On arbitrage, on retail arbitrage, usually I do best offer. So I'll put it up because I'm buying it for, let's say, $12. I'll list it for 55 or best offer. I mean, I have Autoposher on that too. So sometimes it sells organically. Sometimes it sells with Autoposher. Sometimes people make offers. But yeah, I'll take offers on, usually I take offers on anything over, like anything I list over $30. I'll have or best offer. 2024 is the year I start eBay. Doug, let's do it. And I'm here with you. I'm not going anywhere. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm here with you. Let's do it. And it's going to be me. It's going to be me. There's not going to be anyone else behind this camera but me. These are 511 tactical jeans. Guys, these are a pickup. I didn't really realize it until the last 4 months how quickly these sell. So these 511 tactical jeans sell even better than the pants. They just sell quick and for decent money. I don't know how much this was an Autoposher sale, $24.17. So I don't know how much you get them for. I get them for $7.99. So it's worth it for me with my business. But yeah, they sell really, really fast for me. That's the second pair I've sold in probably 2 months, and I've listed 2 in 2 months. I just listed another pair last night. It's kind of a weird size, 3830. It's a black pair right here. So I just listed these last night, but they're kind of a weirder size. But yeah, 511 tactical jeans do well. So just FYI, there's a little kind of a bolo-ish for you. 511 tactical box. Are customers buying today hoping it reaches them by Christmas? They might be, but anyone that messages me that says I need this by Christmas, I say, listen, I'll get it out as quick as I can tomorrow, aka all this stuff tomorrow. I have no control once the post office gets it. So I hope it gets there on time. But yeah, I have no control once I ship it. Once it's in the post office hands, I have no control. And you can imagine, I mean, if you've been to the post office in the last few days, last week, it's absolutely nuts. I'm going to go there at 8 a.m. when they open. The line's going to be out the door. Luckily, I just dropped the stuff off. I haven't done arbitrage yet, but may venture into it. Yes, Grammy, venture into it. Put a toe in, put a pinky in. Don't go all in, because what ends up happening, actually, I have a jacket here. I sold 2 more, I think, recently. You end up getting a lot of money, putting a lot of money in retail arbitrage. Is more expensive, and then you're sitting on that cash for a while. If you can do that, it's fine. But I think I really spent a ton this fall on retail arbitrage, and I'm finally getting that cash coming back in. Feeling it now. So just be careful. Something you can try: Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx. Take photos. Try to hide the Marshalls or Ross tag. See if it sells in 30 days. It might not be the best advice, but you can return it. I've never done that, but I know people who do. So, or I've heard people that have. So, eBay will send them a reminder. Yep. How do you set up policies in eBay? That is confusing. So, Carissa, what I do actually, on your eBay, you can set it up like your returns and everything right on your computer right here. But then my description has, from my notes section of my phone, my policies. So if I create a new listing, I will copy this and then paste it into my description. And that's all I do. So in my description, I don't have anything about my item, not one thing about my item. I just have my policies. So basically it's returns, shipping, please check out my other items, all that sort of thing in my description. So that's what I do as far as that goes. And again, I list everything from my phone. I feel like sourcing will be my biggest hurdle. Doug, where do you live? And yeah, where do you live? What brand men's jeans always sell? BKE is my favorite. So this is Rock and Roll Denim, but I put it with the BKE. This is Rock and Roll Denim. But BKE is my favorite brand of denim to sell because they sell quick. So anything with that thick stitch, that's Big Star, Rock and Roll Denim. But I like BKE a lot. I have to pay $7.99. So I have to pay $7.99 for jeans. So BKE is probably my go-to jean. Ariat's another go-to jean for me. Let's see. How do you keep up with how much you paid for an item by the time you list it and then by the time it sells? Seems hard to get any of you guys to answer this. So Grammy, a lot of people uses Jason Hayes's spreadsheet. So Jason Hayes spreadsheet, I don't have it in my bio. I don't use his spreadsheet, but I know Kway has it, and you can put everything in there. So the time you buy it, you can put it in the spreadsheet, how much you purchased it for, and then whenever you sell it, you can put it for how much it sold for. It's all in a spreadsheet. And then it's good for your taxes at the end of the year. I do it a little bit different way, but that's how you can do it. I do kind of an average cost of goods. Yeah. Virginia. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I know people will buy things online, like out there flipping. They've been doing a ton of like pallet buys and selling stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I just hit as many thrift stores as I can. If you don't have a lot around you, just have to look for other ways, like highbid.com. You can get stuff on Highbid. It's an auction website, and a lot of times they'll just take a picture of a closet with clothes, and you might see a few things in there and get the whole closet for $10 and have it shipped to you. Another pair, double RL. This pair is like a beige pair. Again, I swear to you, I don't think he wore these. These sold for, actually, this isn't the next thing, but we'll get to those. This is the next thing. This puffer vest, down North Face men's puffer vest. I had so many offers on this. It's a 2XL. I kept getting offers, and they were all around the same price. And I'm like, you know what? For $50, I'm just going to let it go. It's red, Christmas colors. So let this go for $50 out the door. Like I said, I'm in the mood of selling right now. How many items a day are you listing currently? Josh, my goal right now is at least 15 items a day listing Monday through Monday, 7 days a week. So Monday through Sunday. So this is going to go out. I'm going to put it, again, as you guys know, I put these in these bags, get all the air out of them so they're a little bit tighter. Jason Hayes. Yep. Thanks, Amy. Yep. Jason Hayes. You can actually find him on YouTube. So if you are to buy his spreadsheet, it's attached to YouTube, and he explains the entire spreadsheet. It's like an hour long and how to use it. So very professionally done. He's a really good guy. You can message him and ask him questions. I'm sure he'd answer. But yeah, that's a good source to use. Whatnot can be good for sourcing too. JBev, believe Whatnot can be good. I sourced this. Look at this Polo Ralph Lauren 3XB. I haven't listed it yet from Whatnot. I just opened a ton of Whatnot stuff. What I like to do is I can source from Whatnot just fine and resell stuff. I've done it. I spent a lot of money on Whatnot. So yeah, Whatnot can be a good place. You just have to find the right places. So Sorry, guys. And thank you for responding to the chat, helping each other out. Love that. So $50. So it's going like that. I'm actually going to put a piece of tape around here. You guys probably could care less about that, but it just keeps the air tight. It's like one of those Tempur-Pedic mattresses that come in the mail, and then once you undo it, it's like, bah! That's what this is. And this is going out ground select. So I'm going to put it in one of my bigger poly mailers, if I have one. Yep. So it's going out ground select, bigger poly mailer, and it's going to California, Cali. So he probably won't get this in time for Christmas, unfortunately. Going ground. Hey, I hope he gets it by New Year. Shoot. I know how long it can take. You guys might get people saying, like, where's my package? Where's my package? It will get to them. It will get to them. Like I said, I don't think I've ever had a package, or maybe once, and not ever get to the person. All right, back to the double RL jeans. We talked about them. They sold for $115. I took a best offer at $115. So I haven't gone less than $100 on any of the jeans. Most of them between $115 and $150 are what I'm selling these for. Again, double RL. It's one of those brands. I'll be like, I'm happy if I find it once or twice a year. Just lucked into getting a bulk buy of this stuff, but yeah, double RL is a great brand to be on the lookout for. It's one of those brands that a lot of stores don't know about. Doesn't look like anything special. Feels special, but doesn't look like special, and you can sneak by. But also at the same time, there's not a lot of people out there buying it. Very rare to find that stuff. So they don't sell it. Like I don't think there's a place in Indianapolis that sells double RL. You can either order it online or go to Chicago to the Polo Ralph Lauren store. And they have a small section there that sells it. New York has a store. And those are going out in a padded flat rate. Thank you, Note. You guys should have reminded me. Thanks for your help. You're welcome, Doug. Doug, I hope, yeah, I think you can, if you have thrift stores, you got to be able to, I know you can get stuff. So we travel in northern Indiana, and so outside of Indy, it's very rural. And I go through thrift stores, and it's not the same stuff I find in Indy. So when I go up through like the country, it is like I'm finding Harley stuff. I'm finding Western stuff like Rock and Roll Denim. I'm finding Ariat, Carhartt, just so like different brands. So it's that brand knowledge. So like where you go, you'll find different type of things. Even some vintage stuff. This is a retail arbitrage. So sold this one for $59. These are finally selling. So we were talking about retail arbitrage just a little bit ago. I was sitting on like 6 of these, and I think I paid like $25 a piece for them. And I think this is the second or third one I've sold in the past week. So I'm happy to be getting rid of these. It sold for $59.99. The last one went overseas. This one is not. So these I bought at Ross. Retail arbitrage. Again, Polo Ralph Lauren's a great brand, but it's got to be unique. So this was a unique shirt. It's like a canvasy shirt, and I bought it at Ross. If you ever have the money, you can get a bale, like a bale of clothing, right? Is that what you're talking about? Like vintage shirts. I've seen people that get like a bale of vintage shirts. I'm not a pallet guy or a bale guy, but I know people that do that and are successful doing that. So let's see what that's going out. Padded flat rate. So it's going out one of these two. I love these. So easy. Do you determine type of shipping, or does the buyer? I'm having a hard time figuring out shipping. I get weighing and all, but how is shipping determined? Thanks for all the great videos. You're welcome. So you're on Facebook, on YouTube. I don't know if you've watched it yet. I did a video on shipping. It's one of the first videos I did, especially I think before I even went live. But it's a video on shipping. But I do calculated shipping through eBay. So everything I do, when I list an item, I enter the dimensions, I enter the weight, and then I have 3 different tabs on my phone. 3 different ways when I hit shipping, 3 options. I have first class, or it's not first class, it's called ground select. I have padded flat rate envelope, and then I have priority mail. Those are the three I choose from. And then I click on that, and I already have the dimensions and the weight in there, and it will be calculated to the buyer. So that's how I do it. I don't weigh my stuff right here, print out my label. You see it's already done. So I do it ahead of time. They pay, I print everything out. Because I've done it ahead of time, I know exactly how it's going to go out. So like this one right here, it says at the top of the here, it's going out padded flat rate envelope. So you'll see right there, it says padded flat rate envelope. And that's how I know it's going that. Hopefully that helps. If not, just message me. I can help you out. If you have a blazer for sale, blazers, can you show it with a shirt and tie for sale, just for display, making it look nice? Yes, some of the best ones I've seen are displayed. I actually bought, when I first started selling blazers, I bought a mannequin and I put a suit and tie on the mannequin. I would do the blazers on the mannequin, but it took a lot of time, and I stopped doing it because I'd take pictures on it, then I would lay it on the ground and do all the measurements. It was like an extra 10 minutes or so, but it's very professional looking, especially if you do like the mannequin and then lay the pants over the top of the shoulder. That first picture looks very nice. I'm sure you've seen those, but yeah, you can do that. People do that all the time. It's just dressing it up. Next item is a pair of golf shoes, retail arbitrage again. So just very random. I bought these Johnson & Murphy golf shoes. They were $34.99 on clearance. They had this bottom that's like a soft turf bottom. Golf courses don't like the heavy, whatever you call them. What do you call those? Spikes? Yeah, spikes. So these sold, and I took a best offer of $70 for them. I have not had an offer on these since I've listed them. I had them listed for $100, and someone offered me $70, and I'm like, done. I've had them listed since summer, so just ready to get them out the door. You're welcome. Goodwill has auctions at the bins too. You can buy the pounds of clothing, house goods, etc. Yeah. So at the bins, are you talking about? I know you can go to the bin stores and buy stuff by the pound. Do they have auctions too that way? I'm not sure. I know they have shopgoodwill.com, and I did talk to some. It's funny. I'm not even going to mention it, but yeah, they have shopgoodwill.com. If you, we can't see you put label. Are you doing it after you bag it? Can you shift your camera? Yeah. So I don't know if I could shift my camera, but I can do it up here. So I will show you what I'm going to do with these shoes. So these shoes are going out priority mail, and hopefully they'll fit into this little eBay box. So this is the box I'm using. It's a 10 by 8 by 6. These shoes aren't really big, and I'm not comfortable shipping it in there because they're tight and they're new shoes. So I don't like that. So we're going to use a shoe box provided to us by USPS for free. And what I'll do with these, I'll wrap each shoe up separately, and then I'll put some bubble mailers in there to keep them from bouncing around too much because they're new. So I will show you how that looks. The labels are right here from my label printer. They're all in order. So what I do, for my phone, I get everything from my bins. I put it down in order. I print everything off, go to eBay, just simply set print labels, prints everything off, and then right there, they're right on top. Each one, next one, next one, next one, right in a row. So it's super efficient, super easy for me. That's how I do my printing. I know some people do like one at a time and they go to Pirate Ship and they compare prices and stuff, but I do all mine through eBay. I don't, since I'm not on Poshmark or anything, I just do eBay. Super easy that way. Usually the prices, Lime Creek was talking about it the other day, and the prices are very, very similar, Pirate Ship and eBay. And I'm not worried about saving 25 cents. So, all right. So those just went in that box right there. You see how there's some extra room up there? So what I'm going to do is put some of these that came in the mail with some of the kitty Christmas presents. Put them in there so they didn't shift around. Tape it so you can see it. And then I will put the label on it. So here's the label, and we'll just put it on that like that, and it's ready to go. That will be gone. So yeah, I paid $30 something for those, and they sold for $70. Just listed these two today. So these are joggers, Lululemon men's joggers, size medium. If they were a large, I would have kept them, but they're size medium. They actually have that zipper on the back. I don't really like that actually. I wouldn't want that on my car seat all the time. But joggers, you know they're jogger because the bottoms have that jogger style. And these are going out padded flat rate, I believe. Padded flat rate. Yep, to Drew. Padded flat rate. You said you're not a teacher anymore, but you definitely still are, just in a different way. I appreciate it, Lisa. I know. I tell you what, though, I'm friends with all the teachers in my district, and I still check in all the time. I don't want to walk on anybody's toes like the guy that came in for me, but I miss the kids a lot, for sure. But I also, there's something to be said about owning your own business and doing your own thing and having your own schedule. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I do. I that's why I'm live on here. I like talking. I like teaching. I like all that. This was a surprise. I prefer Posh Shipping because you can use USPS packing. Yes. So these envelopes right here are great for Posh Shipping. So, but you can see almost everything I've shipped, like this is all USPS. So I didn't have to pay for any of those bags or anything. The only ones I ever have to pay for are these. They're 10 cents. And that's ground. If I ship something ground. So this jersey right here, funny. I'll tell you in a second. I want to answer your questions. Pirate Ship really only cheaper for small, heavy items via. Yeah, that's what he was saying too. They use their cubic shipping rates. Yeah. So if someone buys something from me, like a friend, I'll use Pirate Ship and ship it from home instead of going to the post office and shipping it or whatever. But when it's on eBay, also, like I know you can connect Pirate Ship to eBay, but they pay through eBay. I get eBay's discounted rate on shipping. It's already connected. So since it printed out on eBay, the UPS tracking, everything's already connected. It's done. It saves me a ton of time just printing it out through eBay. So since I only ship on eBay and only sell on eBay, that's the only one I use. This is an Indiana Pacers blank jersey. I did not see one that had a size 40 on it. I saw a couple that had a size like large, extra large, 2XL, but not a size 40, which is a little bit more unique. That's more like a player style. So I don't know if this was like a practice jersey. I don't know for sure, but I listed it for 50, and within minutes I had offers. So what did I do? I delisted it. Sounds really bad, right? I delisted it because you have offers within minutes. You know people are wanting it. So I delisted it. I relisted it for $79.99, and it sold it for $70. So today, all today. And I actually delisted it and didn't relist it until this evening when I was home, and it sold within a couple hours, like an hour actually. So Pacers jersey sold for $70. I had $3.99 into this because tank tops are $3.99, or vest and tank tops are $3.99. And this is going out padded flat rate envelope. So padded flat rate. I priced something out on Pirate the other day, and it defaulted to my old Fisher's address. Fisher's. And it was like 15 cents more for my Carmel address. Weird. That is weird. That is weird because I drop stuff off at different post office sometimes. Like as long as it's in the same area, that's super weird because they all go to like the central hub. Fisher's and Carmel go to Indy. That is weird. Who knew? Yeah, it's crazy. Who knew? Okay, so those are all going to be going out tomorrow morning. We have a couple other. We have some questions and one more sold item and a counter offer. We'll see what the message is. They want to know how many miles I walked in these shoes. How many miles have I walked in those shoes? That's one of the questions. And and then the other one is just a sold item. So appreciate you guys as always coming in. Please, if you have any questions, I do go back through. Like, it notifies me if you guys ask questions later on these YouTubes or Facebook and lives, and I can always go back and answer them. So appreciate you guys as always. Hope you learned something new, and love being transparent with everyone. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll see you in the next one. Be safe. All buy now or all auction. Doug, I have 99% or more of my items are buy it now. I don't know, the last auction I ran was on those Johnny Blaze jeans. I have nothing right now at auction. I think that's the only auction I've ran in November and December. So I only do it on really rare, unique items, like those Johnny Blaze jeans. Anything that there are a lot of eyes that a lot of people are going to want, that's the type of thing I'll put at auction. If it's something that it's in no man's land and there might not be a lot of people and might not pop up on a radar, I won't throw that up at auction. But like JNCO jeans, again, I always say, do you want your money? Do you want good money fast or better money later? And for me, a lot of times for things like that, it's just good money fast. But if you wanted, you could put it at buy it now. If a pair of JNCOs sell for 115 for me at auction, but you think you could get 170 out of them, totally you can do that too, and just wait on them and wait for that right buyer. So it's just whatever's clever. I have an Indiana jersey that says George 13 on the back. Is that good? Yeah, so that was Paul George. And I see those a lot and pass them a lot now, because what happens with players, whether it be football, baseball, hockey, basketball, they played for your team or a team and then they got transferred, that person's no good in that town. So Paul George, people don't want him. People don't want him in Indy anymore because he left us hung and dry. So that jersey, it'll bring some money, but it's not going to bring a whole lot because he doesn't play for us anymore. But I have found that players that stuck with the team and like retired with the team, for example, Reggie Miller or Dirk Nowitzki or whatever, those jerseys will sell. Reggie Miller will sell. Michael Jordan Bulls jerseys, Scottie Pippen Bulls jerseys, like Peyton Manning Colts jerseys. You know, those legend people that played for those teams for forever, they will sell. But those players that hop around, unless they're playing for that current team, they don't sell real well. Thanks, you rock, Doug. Do you want to be do you want to do a meetup and do a super source? Yeah, super source. Yeah, we'll just have to see timing and everything. It's crazy around here. What would I list it for? You'll have to look up comps. I don't know exactly what the comps are for those now. So PG, it was 24, but then he changed it to 13. So that's his new number, I'm pretty sure. That's the new number. That's because he broke his leg and then he came back and had a new number and it was called PG-13. So he changed his number to 13, PG-13. So I don't know exactly how much those sell for, but yeah. Anyways, you guys have a good night. Appreciate you. Have a good evening.